Sam Pickle Jr. woke up with a groan. Mars had rearranged his stuff again while he was alone. His helmet's in the greenhouse, his boots are in a tree, which is weird, 'cause Mars ain't got no trees. He mutters, "All right, planet, what's your game today?" Then trips on a rock that wasn't there yesterday. Whoa, it's shenanigans on the red planet. Sam's losing his mind and Mars is laughing at it. Every time he turns around, something's gone missing, and the dust devils swirl like they're whistling. Yeah, shenanigans on the red planet. Sam Pickle Jr. just tries to manage it. He checks his rover, finds a note taped on the side. "Nice try, Sam, you'll never find where your snacks hide." He yells very funny to the empty Martian plane, but the echo just repeats it back like it's joining the game. He swears the dunes are smirking, the craters roll their eyes, and the sky turns extra red just to criticize. Oh, it's shenanigans on the red planet. Sam's losing his mind and Mars is laughing at it. Every time he turns around, something's gone missing, and the dust devils swirl like they're whistling. Yeah, shenanigans on the red planet. Sam Pickle Jr. just tries to manage it. Maybe Mars is lonely, maybe Mars is bored, maybe it likes watching Sam trip over his own cord. But Sam ain't quitting, no matter how it goes. He'll fight a whole planet with duct tape and potatoes. Oh, it's shenanigans on the red planet. Sam's trying to stay calm, but he's barely at it. If Mars had a face, he'd swear it was grinning, 'cause every day's a prank and Sam ain't winning. Yeah, shenanigans on the red planet. But Sam Pickle Jr. still stands, more or less, upright on it.
Red dust rising, heartbeats sinking, power grids hum while the daylight's shrinking. Boot up the rover, system steady. Mars ain't waiting, better get ready. Better get ready. Touchdown hard on the rust-red land. Blueprints loaded in the palm of my hand. Pipes run cold, pressure dropping fast. One wrong move and you're never gonna last. Solar follows chaos, I redesign, turning every setback into a lifeline. I could be Mars, the game, the one, the only, where the brave stand tall and the nights get lonely. Technical survival in a world so far, but I'm home, I'm alive on a red-lit star. I could be Mars, the one, the only. This frontier calls, and it knows me.
Out in the red dust morning, Sam's kneeling in the dirt, planting little Martian potatoes like a farmer in a t-shirt. He pats the soil real gentle, like he's tucking kids in bed, then whispers to the nearest sprout, use your eyes, not your head, 'cause he's missing tools, he's missing lunch, he's missing half his gear. So he talks to rows of vegetables like they're the only ones who hear. I'm talking to my potatoes. Does somebody here know something? One of you saw where I put my stuff. Don't act like you know nothing. I'm losing scanners, wrenches, socks. Mars keeps playing rough, so I'm talking to my potatoes till one of you coughs it up. He points at Spudley number 1, says you look kinda guilty, then taps Commander Tater, you're suspicious, don't you tilt me. He scans the dusty horizon like the planet's hiding clues, but all he finds is silence and a toolbox he somehow missed again. Great news. He swears the dunes are laughing, he can feel the planet grin, so he turns back to his potato patch like they're his next of kin. I'm talking to my potatoes, 'cause somebody here knows something. One of you saw where I put my stuff. Don't act like you know nothing. I'm losing scanners, wrenches, socks. Mars keeps playing rough, so I'm talking to my potatoes till one of you coughs it up. Maybe Mars is lonely, maybe Mars is bored, maybe it likes watching Sam get ignored, but he'll keep planting taters in the red dust sea, 'cause they're the only ones who listen for free. I'm talking to my potatoes, my little starchy crew. If Mars is hiding all my stuff, I'm counting on all of you. I'll keep searching around this outpost till I find my missing junk, but I'm talking to my potatoes, 'cause Mars is being a punk.
Hello and welcome to a stream. I know I haven't had I haven't done a stream for a while now. It's just because I just took a break a little bit. But I'm here. I'm still walking, talking, still living. So some of you were probably wondering why there was no upload or streams from my channel for some time. It's just because I was taking a break from it, and the thing on not only just that, I've actually started to get back into Unreal Engine game development again. So I'm back to my usual 3D modeling in Blender and that type of stuff, because I stepped back from that for quite a it's been a couple of years since I stepped back from game development. But the game I had in mind, there's already a game on Steam with the name. It's there's a game called Aqua Park Tycoon. I was working on I was planning on like developing a game for Aqua Park Simulator, where it had like high detailed fluids and sort of laying out the swimming pools and having the pool fill up and then drain with like a whirlpool to the drain of the pool, so you could see that it was draining. But because there's a tycoon out there, if I do decide to go back to making that project, because I've got 2 projects going at the moment on with Unreal Engine. I'm doing 2 games at the moment. The one I'm currently working on is called Dam Simulator. So you know those dams that have like what do you call it? Where the gates open and it goes down the spillway. I'm planning on developing a game about that. So basically you would be in the control room, and the dynamic weather will gradually fill up the reservoir to the point where if it gets to a certain level, an alarm goes off. So then you have to take action to drain some of it down the spillway. With that on top, with like sirens going off and everything to notify the surrounding area. Because once I've built the dam and the main sort of river coming from it, I'm working with the terrain. Like I'm physically building the terrain with Unreal Engine with the terrain tool, and I've already got like a fluid, not a fluid, but it's like a water thing that comes with Unreal Engine anyway. So I'm working on that, and then I'm gonna decorate the terrain a little bit, make the grass green, put some trees around, and then I'll find a way of expanding the map so the grid isn't the default grid. I'll try and make it a bit wider. So then eventually I'll add like cities, I'll add like villages, little areas that will have houses and stuff. And you are basically controlling the dam to the point where you need to let some of the water out, and if not, the dam will overflow and cause a flood. So that's one of the games I'm currently working on. Like I've said, I've done the terrain, I've done the reservoir, and I've done the little I've terrained the river from the reservoir itself. That's as far as I got with Unreal Engine at the moment, because I am currently modeling a dam in Blender, and then I'm going to try and get all the textures attached to it. I'm going to try and animate these doors, these gates opening and closing with a button of a press. So there'll be a button that a player will interact with. It will then sound the siren, and then the gates will gradually, slowly open up, so it lets some of the water out. And then once you've got it to a reasonable level, it's basically just monitoring it and making sure that when the dynamic storm comes in, when it gets to a threshold before it goes over the top, that's when you have to take action, because if you don't, then it's going to get flooded. And I'll try and figure out some mechanics, not necessarily to the point where if the dam has overflowed and caused a flood, I don't want to set it up as if it's end game to the point where you go back to the main menu. I want to try and work on some mechanics where over time the flood levels will lower, and I reckon because I'm doing it solo, it's gonna take quite a long time, because I have been trying to look for games on Steam for Dam Simulator, but there isn't any. And I've been watching videos on YouTube of dams opening up their emergency spillways and everything. So that kind of got me that kind of gave me the idea of making a simulation game like that. But yeah, that's on the side. So again, back in Unreal Engine developing again and 3D modeling. So because I used to just stream all the time and upload videos, and but anyway, that's a whole different video or vlog that will possibly come in the future. So I'll tell so I have been watching some videos on Carrier Command 2. Now, when I was looking at videos, the game looked interesting. It looked fun. At the time, I didn't have the funds to buy the game, but I literally purchased the game early hours this morning. So that was like 1 in the morning. And since I've had the game, since I've played the game from 1 o'clock this morning, because I haven't slept yet. I'm still fully awake, and the game is very interesting, and I've been playing around with it for a while, and I'm trying to at the moment, within from 1 o'clock this morning BST, British summertime, when I last looked, I had 6.7 hours in the game. So I have been playing it for quite a long time. I've already gone past the tutorials. I've completed all the tutorials. So I'm playing on version 1.5.17 of Carrier Command 2. I was looking at some YouTube videos about the logistics system, because I didn't have a clue how it worked. These older videos I've watched, you could basically connect islands with islands and sort of do a route that way. So I've been playing a little bit after I claimed another island. I'm currently sat outside another island that I am currently planning on taking over and claiming. Hence the reason why I'm sat in the middle of the ocean, not moving anywhere. Not only just that, I have also got some small carriers around me, because I was trying to figure out how the game works and how the mechanics work. So the logistics system is completely different to the older versions that you've all probably watched. So I've got 3 islands at the moment that I've taken over. I am currently planning on taking over Mnemonic, or however you pronounce that. Barges, there's only 1 barges. I've got some stuff in storage. So the layout's the same as what you lot have seen other YouTubers and Twitch streamers play, but the logistics system is just more different than what the older version of the logistics system was. So I did have Alpha 1 and Alpha 2, well, A1 and A2, but the reason why I don't have those anymore is the island I was taking over, well, attacking, they had a boat patrolling around the island, and they rocketed both of my plane crafts out the sky. So I am currently stuck with a razor bill. I've got 2 razor bills, but I've still got my 4 seals that I currently have. The other thing as well is when I where is it? It's not on this map. It is. I'm in solo player, by the way, so I'm playing this on my own. So down at Taskhaven, you'll probably notice that I've got a load of needlefish. That was because at the time I didn't know what the needlefish was until I found out that it's the boats, the miniature boats, which are the ones that are currently sat next to me, because I ordered some to come to my location now. The other thing I haven't tested yet is, as soon as I start moving my carrier, will they follow me at the same time? I don't know, because I did get them to waypoint to me on the carrier. But before I do that, the logistics system. I'll show you the logistics system and how it now functions, because it took me a while. I've been searching on internet to how the logistics system worked in this game, and most of the information out there is the older version of the logistics system. So if you haven't played this game recently, this is where I'm going to show you the newer version of the system. It's completely different to what you've seen. So for the example, I've got 200 flares in storage. So I'm going to get a max of those from inventory. So I've done that. That's now on the pending orders. So before, you would click and drag your islands to connect them together, and you would normally click and drag to then get the barge to go and collect whatever you've ordered. But that does not work. As you can see here, I'm holding left mouse button and I'm dragging, but there's no waypoint between the barge and the location. So inventory, let's have a look. Where's the flares? So flares, 200. So I've got that in storage at the moment. So how this works is you click your barge, you get your inventory and your waypoints. So click the waypoints, your barge starts flashing. So then you click and drag to go here. Then you go from here back to the boat, to the carrier. So that barge is now going to go to the warehouse, and it's going to come back to me. And up here, we have recently had a delivery of fuel, because I was on bar 3 from the top. So now I've got those filled up. I had fuel delivered to me again. So I think, because I've never played this game in the older versions, because like I said, I've got the game just today, this morning. The carrier will still have to remain still or stationary while you've got an order. While you've got an order coming. Now at the moment I've only got one barge, so it is going to take a bit of time to get to the location to pick up the ammunition. So I could possibly continue moving forward, but the only problem I've got no aircrafts to take out any of these enemy seals. I have, however, shot quite a few of them with just the weapons on the carrier. I did have A3, which is one of the Razorbill helicopters, just to scout around the island while I was watching its cameras to sort of what do you call it, to scout out the area. That's the word. Because I was using BRG. That's my brig. That's my barge. Now I was quite close to the island. So if I turn stabilized on, yeah. So I've got these NDL boats with me. I've got 2 on that side and 2 on that side. Again, I don't know if they will follow me as soon as I start moving. Because when I was looking at some YouTube videos, I didn't really see any I didn't see any of the YouTubers use the NDLs to actually see if they followed your carrier or not. I would assume they would, because they're like a defense to your carrier. Again, we'll find out if they move with the carrier when I start moving the carrier. I don't even know where the island is at. The one that I was scouting, was it that one in front? I think it's that one in front. You can just see it. So let's come out of that. Where is the barge? I'm gonna leave it on the barge menu so I can see how many meters or miles, yeah, meters it is from the warehouse. So now we're gonna find out. It would help if I turned on the propulsion. So we are looking at bearing 99. So bearing 99. too far back. Spin it back round. 99. Get 99. 9. Turn on heading. Right, are those... Yeah. So it does appear that the... It does appear that the NDLs are following me while the carrier is moving. So the NDLs are following me while I'm travelling forward. So if I go full speed, will they keep up? So okay, so I do have extra defence. So I do have extra defence for when I need to. Because the NDLs, the 2 on the right and the 2 on the left, are following me as my carrier is moving. Now, are they staying within range? Yeah, so they're still attached to me and they're still following because I've got them attached to the carrier. So there are my extra defence systems. So that's good. We've got some needlefish defence with me. Water's very choppy at the moment. So that's good. At least I know NDLs will follow me. Needlefish. They're still 1,000 plus meters from Taxhaven. I've got them doing a supply run for flare ammo, because I've only got 35 in the carrier stock. So I'm getting it to deliver the max 200 that I've currently got in storage in the warehouse. So we've already got one successful barge delivery. Like I said, it took me a while to figure out how the logistics system works, because it's not connecting the islands together anymore and connecting the barge from one island to the next to the next. You physically have to order what you need, click on your barge, select waypoints, click and then drag to the island, and then from that island back to your carrier for it to do the delivery logistics. But like I said, I have only just bought the game today. I do have a couple of hours in the game, and I am playing solo, so the NDLs are still following, so that's good. So I do have I do have some spare needlefishes on standby, because I ended up blueprinting quite a lot of them because I weren't sure what they were, and then I realised that they're watercrafts. So I've got more needlefish than what I anticipated on wanting, because at the time I didn't know it was a boat. So I've got quite a lot of needlefishes here at the moment. So those are my backups. So if anything happens to the 4 that I've got following me at the moment, I can then call those ones over to my location. So I'll always have some backup, just in case an aircraft tries to rocket me and try and take me out, or even if the enemy sea crafts start shooting at me. So are we still heading in the right direction? So bearing 100. Bearing 100, but we're still bearing 100, so that's fine. Increase the power a little bit. So all I'm doing is setting the heading. I'm manually moving the carrier to the heading of what I have calculated on here. So I'll probably do it from like the nose of the carrier, so it's 101 degrees. So then I'll just come here, disengage the maintain heading, and reposition, because we're currently doing 101 heading, which is the heading that we need. So it's maintaining the heading because I have the heading enabled. So it's just going to carry straight in the straight line to where I need to go. Now, I don't know if the enemies have respawned. I am not quite sure. How's the barge travel? Oh, it's traveling towards me. The barge is coming towards me. So I'm going to stationary just here for now. Turn that off so I'm not using up fuel. And we shall wait for the barge to come and drop off the flare supplies, the ammunition. Now I'm doing one delivery at the moment. But now I know how the logistics works to get deliveries sent to the carrier, I will try and do more with what I've got. Because ammo 20mm, I've got 10k in storage, and I've also got 10,000 on the carrier currently. Ammo 8080, ammo 30mm, I've got 4,000 in storage, and I've got 5,250 on board. I don't know what the max stock is on the carrier for the max ammunition. I'm assuming it's when this number gets to this number, meaning once it reaches max, I can't get anything else delivered. I think that's how it works. I'm still new to the game, so I'm still learning it. So I've got 17 IRs, infrared missiles, and we've got 60 in storage. Rockets, we haven't got any. Torpedoes, we've got 24 in storage, and we've got 8 on board. Torpedo countermeasure, I've got 70 in storage, but I haven't got any on the carrier. We got 30mm turret, 4 in storage and 3 on board. Flare launcher 8 in storage and 4 in on board. Observation camera. The reason why I've got more observation cameras is when I at the start I thought, because I would look at this, well, not this one, not this one, was it utility? When I was clicking on this, I thought if I did that and then added what I needed, but that wasn't the case. I didn't look at the top. I was pretty much printing. I was literally building more when I thought that if I clicked this and then clicked the amount that I needed, and then once I had whatever the amount was, I was then trying to figure out how to get the barge to deliver it to me. But then I realized that I was using blueprints, and I was blueprinting more than what I needed. Same with the virus module. I've got 35 of those. Now that's not an issue, because the virus modules are a one-time use for when you're using it on an island. But that's pretty much what it is. The other thing I've been doing as well is, if I go here, oops, where did that go? If I go, now I don't know if anyone else knows this, but I have got turrets on Evergreen Island, and the way that happens, well, that one's not a very good representation because that's fully maxed out. So we'll use the Taxhaven Island. At the moment, I have 2 constructed turrets on this island. So now, what I will do is I will click the command center, and I will go stationary turret missile. It's going to cost 1,500, and it's going to take 60 seconds. So now I have all of these flashing locations of where I can construct the next one. So I'm going to build a turret missile on Taxhaven. I'm going to do one at the top here. So that one's now constructing. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I currently have 3 turret missiles, defense systems on Taxhaven, and along with the needlefish that I've got for backup, but in case I ever need them. So I don't know if it's better with the light off in the bridge or not. I would assume that you would have the light off in the bridge, bridge at night. Just to help you see a bit better, I would assume. So the barge is currently 14, will soon be 13,000 meters away with the stock that I have requested for, which is the flares. So I've got 200 in transit at the moment. So the 200 in transit is what's coming with, it's coming towards me from the barge itself. Once I claim the island, that once I claim the island that contains like air chassis, I will blueprint. I will get some built so I can bring some aircrafts back on board. But I'm currently aiming to take over this island here for fuel mainly. So I'll probably go from fuel down to air chassis at Igneous, because that'll unlock 2 other air chassis that I could bring on board. The one on the left looks like a stealth plane, and the one on the right looks like a regular aircraft. Again, I don't know the difference, because I've only got the game today. So the barge is going to come from behind, because I found when I was doing some research earlier about the logistics, it attaches itself to the back of the carrier itself. The other thing, don't know if anybody else knows about this, but is it deck 4? I think it's deck 4. The other thing as well is I don't think anybody's actually done this before. I don't know if that's the barge coming up there from there, or is that the sun coming up. I don't know. But the other thing is as well that where can I do it? Where can I do it? Oopsie daisy, I've fallen in the water. I didn't mind my step. So you can swim back on board if you want to, or you can just simply press E or left mouse button to respawn, which then respawns you back at the bridge. But oopsie daisy do, I slipped off the carrier. Now I'm in the water, swimming back on board. Now it would be really, really difficult. It'll be really difficult to get back on board if I just had the carrier constantly travel forward. Then I would never catch up with it, so then I would have no chance but to respawn in that sense. So I'm heading back to the elevator. And we'll go back to the bridge. And we're back at the bridge. So we have just had flares get delivered, well, dropped off. So now, what do I have in stock? Ammo 30mm, we got 400. So if I get Let's go with 1,000 with that one. Bomb light. I'll get 50 of those. Might as well get the 14. Might as well get the 14 medium bombs. Might as well get all 40 of the heavy bombs. We've got 17 in stock, so if I do 60, take away 17, I would only need to transfer order 43, which is the rest of the stack, I'm assuming. So if I do 40, I'll do 40. I'll get 10 lasers, so then that will leave 10 in storage. We got 60, so 15 take away, no, it's 60 take away 15, so that will have 45. So if I get 30 of those. Cruise missiles, I don't have any on here, so I'll get those delivered. Torpedoes, I'll get the rest of the torpedoes sent over. I'll get the max quantity of the countermeasures, just in case we need to countermeasure. Get the rest of that. Flare launcher. We've got 4 on board at the moment. Observation, we could bring one of those over. We can bring a gimbal over. Well, no, we don't need that because we've already got 2 on board. Actuated camera, I don't know what type of camera that is, but I'm going to get one delivered to the carrier. Radar AWACS. Radar AWACS. Carrier stock. Oh, is that the radar on the top of the bridge? Fuel tank aircraft in storage, 2 on board. If I get 4, I don't know what the fuel tank aircraft is. Is that the aircraft that's a tanker? I don't know. Radar, smoke launcher. We'll get those 2. Smoke launcher explosive. We'll get those 2. Virus modules. We've only got 4 on board. So if I bring, if I order 40 of those. Seal chassis. Bring that on board. Walrus chassis. Let's do 2. Albatross. Get 2 because those are the 2 aircrafts that I lost from when they got shot down. Razor Bill, I'll bring those on board. Yeah. So now we need map. I believe it's under this one. Yep, so it's the warehouse. So I need to get the barge. So waypoint from here to the warehouse and then back to the carrier. And something went off. What? Something went off. I heard something go off, but I'm not sure what it was. While I was looking at the stock that I had. So this is still the campaign mode. Again, I've completed all the tutorials. Because it was the campaign, I didn't get the option to set up the AI teams, so I am not sure if my islands will eventually try to get taken over from the enemies. Now, I don't know why orange. I don't know what the yellow ones are. Nemesis, Medusa, Fear's Edge, Charisia, Chernkov, Genetics Outpost. So I'm assuming the yellow ones are the ones for the enemies. What's the short key for? I'll just use P. No, it's not this one that shows me. Nope. I was doing something, but I can't remember what I was actually going to do. Yeah, I completely forgot what I was going to do. I don't know what I was looking. I can't remember what I was looking for. Yeah, I can't remember what I was looking for. I just couldn't remember. I just couldn't remember what I was looking for, so I've completely lost what I was looking for. It was something to do with the color coding. What is that? I think that's because of the waves. When it gets to a certain level over the carrier, an alarm goes off, like a horn goes off a little bit. At first I thought it was because I was under attack, but it's not. When the wave comes over the deck at a certain height, that's when you'll hear that whoo. What was I looking for? It would tell me. Oh yeah, it is in the manual. Is it under logistics? Nope. Delivery? Nope. Ship log? Nope. Currency? Nope. No, it won't be that one. Game objectives? Nope. Helm? Nope. Nope. Inventory. Yeah, this is the one. So the ones that are yellow for us are the ones we own. So why are these ones yellow? I don't know why those are yellow, because those are islands I haven't took over yet. So I don't know what this is all about, because that's someone else might know, but to me the ones that I own are yellow. So I'm not quite sure, but ours is color blue. So yeah. How far is that? Gonna keep an eye on the meters. Once I've got the ordered stuff on board, we'll continue going forward with trying to take over that fuel island. So we've got some fuel, so we can store on fuel as well, so we can refuel if we need to. I don't know if the fuel... I don't know if the carrier is still using fuel, even though the engine is off and that the propulsion is off. So I don't know if we're using fuel for whatever reason. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're gonna relax for a bit. We're gonna have a bit of a relaxed session while we wait for the barge to come and bring the ordered materials that I've asked for. Because there's no point me going towards the island. Because again, I don't know if the AI have respawned when I saved and reload the game. Because I even went through the hassle of starting a new game or trying a different game to host a game and campaign or custom, to see if that was how the logistics worked. But now, again, I know how the logistics works, so I know how that works now. So that's one less problem for me. I'm just gonna add to the I have managed to figure it out after I posted this discussion. I keep thinking that noise is me being under attack, but it's not. It's the waves crashing against the carrier and making noises. So we're literally just sitting, relaxing, chilling until the delivery gets delivered to me from the barge. And then I'll try and take over that island with fuel that we're not far from. You could always think of it as being stealthy for the time being. I am still here. I've just been sat waiting while the unload process is being done.
in the calm with dust in the air. Mars don't wait and Mars don't care. Welcome to the frontier. Now see what you become. Steel-toed boots on the red rock ground. Every step goes with a mechanical sound. Pressure gauge dipping, oxygen thin. Survival's not a question, it's the state you're in. Panels unfold like wings in the light. Charging up for the long cold night. I tighten every bolt with purpose and thunder. The only technical survival game you will encounter.
Comes online. The storms roll harder. Mars hits back, but I cross taller. The circuit's far, and the engines roar. I build a life on a hostile shore.
Flying was a game that shakes the brain, where everybody teaches what it takes to stay from dusk to dawn. Turning back inside, and it's greenhouse glow like a pulse in the dark. Life grows slow, but it still leaves a mark. Hydraulics hiss like a beast in the cold. Every system must be waiting to unfold. Our wicked chaos, our low for here. Turning every system back into something greater.
Stabilize pressure, reroute power. Mars test you every single hour. Adapt, rebuild, survive, repeat. This planet bows to no defeat. Stabilize pressure, reroute power. Mars test you every single hour. Adapt, rebuild, survive, repeat. This planet bows to no
Mars lost its game to shake the brain. Teach us what it takes to stay. Dust to dawn, I used to near. Turning barren silence into something bright. What it takes to stay. Dust to dawn, I used to near. Turning barren silence into something.
The storms have faded, the silence remains. Echoes of cities, whispers of names. From oceans rising, from ruins torn. A caretaker stands where new life is born. See them on the stars, carried far away. A promise of tomorrow, day. Through the endless night, a spark will survive. Humanity reborn. The stars come alive. Machines may wander, shadows may fall, but hope is stronger, it answers the call. The mission completed, the legacy clear, the future of mankind is no longer here. Lonely guardian, your watch is done. The dawn of a people has just begun. From ashes and oceans, from silence and scars, their journey continues. Seeds among the stars. promise of tomorrow beyond the dying day. Through the endless night, a spark will survive. Humanity reborn. The stars come alive.
Thank you.